The concept of Satan wanting individuals to stay poor may seem like a far-fetched idea, but it's rooted in biblical principles. According to the Bible, Satan's primary goal is to steal, kill, and destroy, and one of the most effective ways to do this is by keeping people in a state of financial bondage. Poverty can be a powerful tool in the hands of the enemy, leading to feelings of hopelessness, desperation, and a lack of faith. When individuals are struggling to make ends meet, they become more vulnerable to the enemy's tactics, making it easier for him to manipulate and control them. Satan wants people to stay poor for several reasons. Firstly, poverty can lead to a lack of freedom. When individuals are struggling financially, they often feel trapped and unable to pursue their dreams or passions. This can lead to a sense of hopelessness and despair, causing them to turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms or even question their faith. Secondly, poverty can create divisions and strife. When people are struggling to make ends meet, they may become more focused on their own problems, leading to a lack of compassion and empathy for others. This can create an environment of competition and comparison, rather than community and support. Finally, poverty can limit people's ability to fulfill their purpose. When individuals are struggling financially, they may not have the resources or energy to pursue their passions or make a meaningful impact in the world. However, there is good news. As children of God, we have the power to break free from the enemy's grip and live a life of financial freedom. The first step in fighting against Satan's plan is to recognize the power of our thoughts and words. The Bible teaches us that our words have the power to create or destroy, and when we speak negatively about our financial situation, we are essentially giving the enemy permission to continue his work. Instead, we should focus on speaking positively and declaring God's promises over our lives. We should also surround ourselves with supportive people who will encourage and uplift us, rather than tear us down. Another key strategy in fighting against poverty is to develop a healthy relationship with money. This means creating a budget, saving regularly, and investing in our future. It also means being generous and giving to others, as this helps to break the spirit of poverty and attract blessings into our lives. We should also prioritize our financial education, learning about personal finance, investing, and wealth creation. By taking control of our finances, we can break free from the cycle of poverty and live a life of financial freedom. Finally, we should recognize the importance of faith and trust in our financial journey. The Bible teaches us that God is our provider and that He wants us to live a life of abundance and prosperity. However, this requires us to trust and have faith in His goodness and provision. We should pray regularly, seeking God's guidance and wisdom in our financial decisions. We should also trust in His promise to provide for us, even when things seem impossible. By combining faith, positive thinking, and practical financial strategies, we can overcome the enemy's plan and live a life of financial freedom and prosperity. In conclusion, Satan's plan to keep people in poverty is a real and present threat, but it's not invincible. By recognizing the power of our thoughts and words, developing a healthy relationship with money, and trusting in God's goodness and provision, we can break free from the cycle of poverty and live a life of financial freedom. We should remember that we are not alone in this fight, and that God is always with us, guiding and empowering us to overcome any challenge. As we trust in Him and take practical steps towards financial freedom, we can rest assured that we will emerge victorious, and that Satan's plan to keep us poor will be defeated.